Hi all, Ashley here. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to share a more detailed flip through of a mini album I've been working on. I shared like a super speedy flip through on my Instagram today, but this is going to be a little bit more like background, and I have not put in that many pictures yet though, because I've just been doing like the embellishing process, and I need to stop with the embellishing now though, because otherwise it's going to get all filled up with just embellishments. But um, but yeah, this is a rare case of me using a store-bought album where I um, didn't just DIY the cover myself, although I think I'm going to try to make a DIY version of this. But this is the We Are Makers memory album 4x4 in pink, and I will leave a link to this in the description bar below if you're interested. Um, yeah, so super cute size. And it came with some pocket pages, but I also made some pages of my own. So this is the first embellished page, and I made the page using acetate. I just copied the exact dimensions of the pocket pages that the album came with, and then I just punched some holes. And then in terms of like the theme and like the collections and stuff that I'm using, so I in case you didn't, so I have a 1-year-old dog. His name's Bear. He's not one yet, but he's about to turn one. And I have already like 1,000 pictures of him. So I thought I would like document a little bit of it. It's also going to be like some journaling and stuff too. Um, so yeah, kind of like a mix of those two things. And this is a Paper Roses collection that has a lot of bears in it. It's technically Valentine's theme, but that's fine. And Bear's technically a boy dog, but I'm using a ton of pink. I don't really mind that myself, so he won't know. So yeah, so this is the old Paper Roses collection. I don't think it's available anymore. And then there's a lot of other small embellishments that are mostly from Rosie Studio. Rosie Studio, this is us in Unconditional, and then there's some like Doodlebug pop like hearts and stuff like that all across as well. For this page, I laid down a light pink piece of pink paper right on the acetate, and then I used my silhouette machine to cut out the LOVE, and I popped that up on some foam. And behind the little cutouts, I stuck little hearts and then these little bears in the car. And then I have this little paper clip with some charms and stuff on it. And I think it came in such a cute first page. And the back is going to be, it's blank right now and it's for a photo. But yeah, I actually have this this collection for a while, but I've always had, even before I had Bear, I always had like a soft spot for any kind of collection that has animals with clothes on it. I'm just like a sucker for that. So yeah, I really like that kind of style. But this next page is a shaker page. And how I made this one, this is using the pocket page that comes with it. And I added in all the sequins first, and then I stitched every like quarter of the page, making sure to kind of push the sequins around so that they are like across the page still. And then I used my fuse tool as well. And then I added these little film strip dies, 4 of them, and then just embellished a little bit. I like pages like this because it'll be see-through, so whatever is behind it, you'll be able to see little peeks of it. And yeah, I did a lot of fussy cutting. The problem with some of these smaller brand collections is that they don't have, like this collection doesn't have any stickers, or maybe they do and I just didn't, they weren't available, but to my knowledge, I don't think any of their collections have stickers or chipboard or anything like that. So I had to like fussy cut all of the small pieces from the paper. So I did a lot of fussy cutting, but I think it came out really cute. And then yeah, I added like this little flower piece, some puffy stickers, and some more like paper clip and charms here. And that's this page. And then the next one, I absolutely love how this page came out. This is like one of my favorite pages, I think. This one and the next one are my like two favorite pages from this album. The thing is that like it's so dimensional, it takes up so much space in the mini album, but I love this kind of like style of like delicate dimension. That's just my favorite thing. So yeah, this it's worth it to me, but it does take up a lot of space in the album. And how I did this was first, so again, I'm using my acetate pages here that I made, and then I made it into a pocket. I just wrapped around a piece of paper around the acetate. And then I used my silhouette machine to cut out a little stamp on both the front and the back. And then I fussy cut out a bunch of these little rectangles and stitched them, and then did a bunch of pop-up embellishments. All these embellishments are from Rosie Studio. I think this one is all unconditional. And yeah, I think it came out really cute. And then, so it's a pocket, so there's like, it actually fits quite a lot, but for right now, I'm just keeping this one little page in here with this heart paper clip, but it can fit a lot more than that. And I purposely made it slightly smaller than the other pages, just so it kind of has like a little bit different width when it's laying in the album. I like having pages with different widths, just for some extra interest, really. Okay, and then the next page, the front of it is just blank for a photo. I just have this background of this heart cut file. This is a heart background for a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout, but I just shrunk it down so that you can see many hearts in a 4x4 frame, like on a 4x4 scale. And then I just stitched it right onto the acetate piece and stitched all around. And that was pretty much it for this front part. And then the back is a grid layout, really, with all these envelope embellishments that I had made. I showed these on my Instagram too. This one I did actually already add the photos in. But I love the little like phrases that came with the Rosie Studio sticker book. The Rosie Studio collection has sticker books and chipboard. The Paper Roses one does not. So yeah, this is like this little day. He was being both like very glamorous and then like it's just super goofy. But yeah, so that is, those are these little embellishments. And then this page is a pocket. So I just have this in here for now, just to remember that it's a pocket, and to add something in there. And then, yeah, oh, and then, so I put this Maggie Holmes paper on here, but the Maggie Holmes paper was gray, and I just wanted it to match the rest of the book a little bit better, so I added some pink vellum on top of it. And then I have all these little, all of these had like fussy cut icons because they don't have any icons that are this small. And I did a lot of popping up of all of the fussy cut images as well. So yeah, all the fussy cutting took quite a bit of time, but that's okay. And I just really love the little paper clip, or the little envelope embellishments a lot. So that's that one. Those last two pages are like my favorite ones, but they also take up so much space because they're so bulky. And then I just have some extra pages that are just going to be no embellishing, just 4x4 pictures. And then the last one, this one is a cut file that I again shrunk down to be 4x4 scale, and then it's just like a grid, and I stitched on every diagonal, and then I wove in pieces of scrap fabric that I have intertwined into the grid. And then I backed it on just white cardstock, and because it says you lift me up, I had to make it a lift up page and put that on acetate, and then the back is for just a photo. And then I used a little wax seal here too. So I had a little wax seal and put a little flower in there. And then that is pretty much it. So that's kind of the outline of this album, and now I have some things I want to write in it and some extra photos I want to put in here. And that is pretty much everything, I think. So I hope you like seeing some of the details of this album, and hope you'll like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.